Hello, my name is Abby Linville, and this is my personal goals video. So I'm going to start off by telling you a little bit about myself. My name is Abby. I am originally from Davenport, Iowa. I moved to Kansas City after I graduated from college. I'm currently living in the Shawnee area. I am married with two kids. I have 11-year-old twins. They are a boy and a girl. They're in their last year of elementary school right now, which is sad and exciting at the same time for us. Because of our two kids, we are constantly always on the go between sports and activities with friends. We always have something going on and spend a lot of time in our car, transporting them from one place to another. I am currently an instructional coach in the Turner School District, which is in Kansas City, Kansas. It's a smaller school district with only 4 elementary schools, a middle school, a high school, and a sixth grade academy. It's kind of a small town feeling in a big city, and I have worked there for several years and have enjoyed every minute of it. So moving over to that professional side, I got my bachelor's in education from St. Ambrose University way back in 2006. It seems like so long ago now. Um, Probably, I think it was 2014, I graduated with my master's in education with an emphasis on ESOL from Fort Hays State University. As I previously said, I work in Turner. I have been there for 15 years. I spent my first 10 years in Turner in the classroom as a first grade teacher. And then in my 11th year, I moved over to an instructional coach role where I spent the first 4 years working with second and third grade teachers. And I am now currently shifted over to working with kindergarten and first grade teachers. So for my personal goals for the next 1 to 5 years, personally, I would like to survive the teenage years. I feel like we're just on the cusp of that at age 11, and we have a whole new world upon us with moving into middle school next year. We would like to, as a family, travel to the West Coast. We've traveled to the East Coast a lot and into Colorado, and we would like to go and visit the West Coast. And we're thinking about buying a new house, although the market's a little crazy right now, so that's kind of putting a damper on it. But that's something that we would like to do in the next 5 years. In the next 6 to 10 years, our kids will be moving on to college then, and that will be a shift in our household and having an empty nest. And so that's something that I want to be able to survive and have a nice transition through. I would also like to travel to Europe. And I think that once our kids are a little bit older, that's something that would be more attainable for us to do. Beyond 10 years, I'd like to continue to travel. It's something that my husband and I and our kids are passionate about. And I want to continue to have a strong relationship with my children and keep our bond close. Professionally, in the next 1 to 5 years, I would like to be a curriculum administrator, which is what like a vice principal type role is in Turner. I would love to stay in Turner, but know that those jobs are a little far and few between, so I would consider looking out and branching out if I needed to meet that goal. I want to continue to grow as a leader. I've gotten a lot of experience being a teacher leader, and I'd like to expand that into building leadership as well. In the next 6 to 10 years, I'd like to move in from that curriculum administrator or vice principal role into a building principal and have an opportunity to run my own building as well. But I definitely would like to build my skills and be mentored by a building principal before I fully get into that. And I would like to also present at conferences. I feel passionate about professional learning, and I enjoy doing that in my current role, and that's something I would like to continue as I move into a building leadership role as well. And beyond 10 years, I'm not exactly sure yet professionally because I would like to see how it goes being a building principal, but I do enjoy working with curriculum and like that process. So I could see myself one day perhaps becoming a curriculum leader at the district level. But I like to take things as they go. So we'll see if that's something that's still of interest to me then. So, when it came time where I knew I was going to pursue getting a certification in building leadership, and that was something that I wanted to move into and make a professional goal, I started looking at different schools and talking to some of my colleagues. I really enjoyed getting my master's from Fort Hays State, so that was something I knew I would. When I was thinking about which schools to go back to, I kept coming back to Fort Hays State because I had had such a positive experience getting my master's. I also felt like the cost was appealing. The outline of your program with the virtual learning and being able to take classes online and do them at a pace that I feel is appropriate is something that I was looking for as well. And I have a couple peers that got their building leadership certification from Fort Hays State, and also had really, they have positive things to say about it as well. So all of those positive things led me back to getting my building leadership certification here at Fort Hays State. For my initial expectations for this program, I really want to grow my leadership skills. And I know there are parts about being a building leader that even as an instructional coach, I don't get to see yet. And I'm hoping through going through the program, through the coursework, I'll learn some of those leadership skills. I want to see a little bit more of the behind the scenes of being a building principal, and I'm thinking with the practicum hours and the chance to be mentored by a building leader in my district that I'll get to gain some of those skills as well. I really want to push my thinking of leadership too, and thinking outside the box and growing as an educator throughout this program. And I really want to build the skills that I need to have to be an ethical leader, because I think that's essential to being a strong leader and a strong building principal. I'm really looking forward to growing throughout this program and learning, and excited to gain these experiences throughout this time. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great day.